dream about the bad things every night on the road to escape from the stars.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to purl. So I have 15 stitches cast onto my needle. You can use straight needles or circular needles, doesn't matter. I just have a sample 15, and if you haven't yet checked out my video on how to cast on, I'll be leaving the link on the screen and also in the description box below, so that you first learn how to cast on, then we come and learn how to purl. So we already have a video of how to knit. I'll still be leaving it behind in the description box below. And when it comes to purling, I'll be demonstrating using the English style as well as the continental style. So the English style is easier to understand, especially when it comes to beginners. You have to understand the art of how to yarn over and how to place your yarn when purling. So you have to make sure that this yarn is at the front when you're doing the purl stitch. So we are going into the stitch from the back to the front, creating an X, just like the knit stitch. And then we are getting this yarn and yarning over, and then pulling that yarn to the back, like that. So we have to always make sure that our yarn is at the front of our needles. So let's do that again. Insert your yarn from the back to the front, and then yarn over, and then pull to the back. Like that. Insert, yarn over, pull to the back. Insert, yarn over, and pull that yarn over to the back, and then slip your stitch off the left needle. So that's how we purl. I'm going to go ahead and keep working this, and you can see that when we purl, we create this bump. You're going to see a bump on your stitches. As you can see, now we have this and then this, and we are going to continue to purl all the way across into each and every stitch, like that, like that. I don't know how to tension my yarn in the right hand, so you'll see me struggling a bit, but you just have to learn the concept. So for the purl stitch, your yarn has to be at the front of your needles at all times, and then we yarn over, and then pull that yarn over to the back, and then slip off the stitch of the left needle. So since we didn't do any increases or decreases, we shall still have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we still have a total of 15 stitches. So for the next row, I'm going to demonstrate how to purl the continental style. So this is the method that I use to knit or purl. This is my comfortable spot. So if I'm to tension my yarn, I just pinch here, and then make sure your yarn is at the front. Just push it to the front like that, and then go into the stitch from the back to the front, as you can see here, and then push that middle finger and pull to the back. So let's do that again. Insert, and just push this to the back. So you can see how easy this feels. It's easier than yarning over. So we are doing the same exact thing. Sorry, I'm losing the stitch. So make sure the yarn is at the front, and then you just... So what we are doing here is our yarn over. What we do here, you just push it to the back. Go into the stitch from the back and then push to the back. Okay, so keep practicing that, you'll get the hang of it. So that's how I purl. I know it's a bit weird, everyone has their own way of purling, but this is my style of purling. Like, I can't explain it any better. You can watch several videos of how other people do it, but this is my comfortable spot. And you can see we finished our row, and I'll demonstrate that one more time over the 15 stitches using my comfortable style, which is the continental, when tensioning my yarn in the left hand. So I'm tensioning my yarn. You can see my pinky finger is pinching the yarn just to help me have a straight string when it comes to this point. So make sure your yarn is at the front, and then we're going to start purling. Go into the stitch from the back to the front and then push that string to the back. Push. So my index finger is just helping to tension the yarn, then the middle finger is doing its job to help with the purl stitch, and we are done. So as you can see, we are purling from one row to the other, just purling, and before you know it, you will create the garter stitch. So as I explained in the knitting video, when you knit every row, you'll create the garter stitch. That applies to the purl. Every row you'll still create the garter stitch, and we can make a lot of projects out of this. What I advise is you can cast on about 20 stitches and keep purling, and as you go on, your tension will loosen up and you'll get something that's more stretchy, and you'll stop fidgeting with your needles with time as you keep practicing. And I challenge you to make a scarf. This is going to be our very first project. Make a scarf using the knit stitch all the way, like a full scarf. Then make a scarf using the purl stitch all the way, so that you can practice and get the hang of the stitches before we can go to any other project. So I hope you enjoyed this video. In my next video, we shall be learning how to make the scarf, either using the knit stitch or the purl stitch. I believe I've taught you the stitches, and now you can go ahead and make that scarf, but I'll be back to show you how mine turned out using the knit stitch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.